Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tim Aslan here with another crypto update. Guys, this market is crazy. Let's just go over everything. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I moved the webcam. It's more centered now. So I think it looks better. Let me know your thoughts below. But yeah, guys, if you're not in the private Telegram, it's free right now. So make sure to hop in because we discussed some things over the weekend. Um, One of the main things that we were looking at is we were looking at this monthly open area and this golden pocket. So initially it held really well, got a nice 2% move up on the weekend. Then we came down and deviated, retested the previous weekly open, and then continued a move up from here. So overall, some decent movement today. And then if you aren't in the group, if you remember from last video, we were around this area and we were looking for a retracement into the golden pocket area right there, which we got a decent bounce. Then we had all the war stuff going on. We got a big liquidation candle down here, retested this triangular trend line right there. A little bit of overspiel on the 786 into the 886. And then the main thesis, though, was that we were going to pump and take out these highs, which was correct. And that's what ended up happening. Slightly went lower than planned, but was really nice. You could have even caught a retracement trade, um, which would look like this. You see this pump, okay? Look at the golden pocket right there. It matches the range low and then rode this all the way up there. Banger trade. So that's what happened from there. On Twitter, I posted about this TR pocket. You can see this black line here. If I zoom out, it's a big resistance and support here. So you can see it acted as support back here. What it is it's the 2024 all-time high from March. And that's exactly where we rejected. So I personally did not short. I wish I did, but you could have taken something like this and I would have put the stop above the TR pocket like that. That would have been a great trade, 4R just from that. But yeah, let's go into where we're at right now and what I expect. Maybe we can take a look at oil and NASDAQ if we have time at the end of the video. But yeah, so far we bounced from this good area. We got a new weekly open. Make sure you guys are marking that. And you can see from this low here, we broke structure to the upside. So this area right here was the main area that we were looking at for a break of structure on the 1 hour chart. You can see we went above it. We have not retraced yet. So I am thinking there's a possibility for a retracement, maybe into the monthly open. And so I would potentially look for a trade idea like this. So if this happens, keep an eye out for that. But mainly what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this golden pocket. So from this high to this low, we get a new golden pocket. And it's right here around 7,800. So if you look at that, there's also all these range highs in that area. So some nice resistance there. And I think this will be the key decision zone on Bitcoin. I think that we'll, one way or another get to that area. And this can be a really bearish short if we are to go lower. Now, let me see the 4 hour real quick. You can see on the 4 hour, technically we did break structure here. And so that's why I am a bit interested in looking for a short. Because if you look, we kind of swept this high. We rejected from a key area. We came down. We broke structure. So we could potentially go into this area and then continue dropping. That's the bearish scenario. But what's hard for me is that I'm very contrarian. And I think everybody is really bearish. I mean, you see this like on Twitter going around where everyone has the same fractal pattern where it went like this and then nuked down, and everyone's just reposting it and thinks the same thing. So it's really hard for me to subscribe to the bearish idea right now just because everyone is thinking of that. Also, let me check this real quick on CoinGlass. If you don't have CoinGlass yet, get it. It's a free app, and you can see the funding rate. So yeah, so this is what it's at right now. I don't know if you guys can see that on my screen, probably not. But essentially, the funding rate on Bitcoin is negative right now, which means there's more shorts than longs at the moment. So this does not happen very often. Typically, the market is more, perma bull at all times. But to see that right here, where you know how much did we drop from the all-time high, and we're just consolidating, um, it just makes me think that there's more upside in store. So maybe I'll take a head short around this area, because I do think even if we're bullish, we usually tend to get a decent reaction off of these golden pockets. So if that happens and we get a little move down like this, you can just move stop loss to entry, um, and then see what happens next. Personally, I am long from down here with my stop at entry. So if I have a trade with stop at entry down here, and then I get in up here and have a trade and it goes down a bit, now imagine that. If we pump, this gets stopped out, I make a bunch of money from this. If we dump, this gets stopped out and I make a bunch of money for that. So that's kind of what I'm looking at these next few days here. If we just nuke now, I would probably look for a long at this 786 area, but I don't think that's the case just because we broke this structure right here. So the next thing that I want to mention is the bullish scenario. Let's say we come up here, do a little retrace, and continue up. That would be my dream scenario, because then we would just destroy all these perma bears on Twitter. I just hope we just rock it up and break this high. And if we do, what I would be looking at is this next point of resistance, which is right here, 83,000. So what is 83,000? Why is it valuable? So if you take this significant high all the way to our low, you can see that 618 is lining up perfectly right there, 83. And then that's also the value area low of this giant trading range. And then you can see these lows are resistance now, all in that same area. If we go a bit higher, we have the 786 as well. Matches the previous monthly open, but not as good of a confluence in my opinion. And then also inside of this area is a giant weekly fair value gap. So if we are bearish, we tend to come up to test these fair value gaps before going lower. Now, the way I drew it right now is possible, but it's very hard to predict that many steps in advance right now. I know a lot of Twitter gurus are just drawing lines like this, or doing the other one I mentioned. I think we really have to see how price action develops, and then we can use tools like CVD divergence, funding rate, and we can really see what is going on in the order books before we make these bigger predictions. So if we do pump up here, I'll probably look for shorts, but that isn't to say that it could just be a retrace to retest this level and go higher. I don't know yet. I know that's a little bit vague. You probably want to click on these TA videos and have a concrete example of what's going to happen. But the way I do my videos is I always give multiple scenarios, and I use if-then statements. So if we pump up here, maybe even up to the 786, then I'll probably take a short position like this and target these lows, or all the way down to these lows. I'll move my stop to entry. So that's a if then. If we just nuke immediately from here, which I don't see happening, I would look for this 786 here to sweep these lows. So that's another if then. And then if we just continue pumping higher, that would be my dream scenario. Then, you know, this trade from this long will be up a lot. And then I'll look for really no new positions unless we get all the way up to 83. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to play the next probably week. I'm guessing by the end of this week we'll kind of know our direction. We'll probably hit one of these areas. Looks like we're at the 10-minute mark. I'll quickly cover NASDAQ. So this was really cool today. You guys probably saw oil was pumping on the futures open yesterday and just nuked today. Opposite on NASDAQ, we broke this low. And you can see on the daily, it turned into a really nice liquidity sweep and a huge recovery. I mean, look at that. 4% recovery on the day. Amazing recovery. So typically, after moves like that, we can get some kind of retrace down into the golden pocket as well. So if any of you are trading futures, if this is the short-term top, you can look for something like that. But yeah, I haven't been trading too much futures recently just because it's literally been sideways. It's been super annoying. What I was kind of looking for is if you guys have been around a while, we have this TR pocket here, which is really nice. We've had this giant trading range. Usually there's two ways that we divert from this trading range. Number one is we do a liquidity sweep and then go up the other way. Or number two, if the liquidity sweep doesn't hold and we come back down, we'll probably hit this TR pocket, which matches up of the December 2024 all-time high and the value area high of this giant range. So that's around 23,338. So if for some reason we get some more crazy news and market just nukes again, I think this will be a significant reversal point. If it overspills that area a little bit into this gray box, what this gray box is, it's a weekly and a monthly fair value gap. So that tends to be a massive reversal zone as well. And then one thing worth mentioning is if you zoom out a bunch, we're kind of in this parallel channel, right? So you can see touch here, here, and here. In the extremely bearish scenario, let's say a world war starts or just, tensions just keep rising, and we get a massive drop, I would look for a move into this area, which is the point of control of this entire 3-year trading range, into the monthly level right there, and into the trend line, part of the parallel channel. And this could take a long time. I mean, this could take all the way till September to reach. That's in the extreme bear case. We're not there at all. I mean, this bounce looks great. We can definitely make a new all-time high from here. I just want to put that out there in case we do head down there, just as a valid scenario. So I hope you guys are trading good. If you need the best exchange to trade, I personally use BitUnex. It's a great exchange. They do not require KYC, or you don't even need to use a VPN. So it's great if you're in some restricted jurisdictions like we are, where I'm at. And yeah, I really enjoy using it. So check it out below. I'm also planning to come out with a crypto A to Z course where I tell you how to use everything that I just mentioned in my video: golden pocket, point of controls, TR pockets, monthly levels, weekly levels, volume, CVD, funding rate. Everything that I've learned over the last 7 years that has made me a profitable trader, I'm going to teach in that course. So It's not fully ready yet. It's something I've been working on for a while. If there's any interest in that, you can just shoot me a message. I have my Telegram DM below. Just let me know you're interested, and I can put you on the wait list where I will do introductory pricing. Um, so anyone who's been supporting the channel for a while, I'm definitely gonna have a discount on it for you guys. But yeah, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll see you all in the next video.